Alright, today we have a Hantarex Polo back on the bench, and I say back on the bench because I repaired this in a previous video, but during the interim of when that video was done and what you're watching now, I have gone up to Lawrence, Kansas and have come back to Wichita with two converted Mortal Kombat cabinets. They're both converted to the same game, and they were complete minus the PCBs, Rushing Heroes, I believe it's called. It's a Konami game. I have never heard of it, but it was missing the PCB, so I can't show that off. But inside one of the cabinets was a case 7400 that was pulled out of a Miss Pac-Man Galaga 20th anniversary. So it has a bunch of Miss Pac-Man screen burn on it, and the face of the tube is all scratched all to hell. And so I bought this glass scratch removal kit to try and see if we can make a video on removing scratches in the picture tube glass of these monitors. So that'll be a separate video, but the other cabinet had a Hantarex Polo tube in it with one of these in it. So this monitor, or this tube, came with this installed on it. It's one of these 25-inch universal Wii chassis, and I don't know what model it is because it doesn't have a model sticker on it anywhere. This is of no use, just Pro Max maximum service with a serial number. There's no decal or sticker or anything anywhere on this to give any idea of what model number this is, and I'm not sure what it is, quite honestly. But the previous owner of this went ahead and capped it, so there must be a cap kit out for it, or maybe they capped it individually, I don't know. But they've capped it, refloated, and it does work and operate, but it just gives really poor picture quality. The colors are washed out, and every time something comes on the screen that's more of one color than another, it dims down. It works for what it is, but I don't want to use it. And I just so happen to have another a spare Polo on hand that I've already repaired and recapped and featured in a video and got it all up and running, and it works great. However, I went to install it on this tube and test it, and I noticed that it has, all of a sudden, between when I tested it last time and now, all of a sudden, it has this ghosting effect on all of the text. I mean, the colors are good, it operates just fine, but it has this ghosting effect on everything. If I exit out of here, you can see here that it follows what's on the screen, and yeah, like right there, it's this odd ghosting effect. And you think to yourself, well, what in the world could be causing this? Well, I have actually seen this before, and I've went back through my documents and my repair logs from before I started doing videos, and sure enough, I found the problem. And it's the same issue that you normally have that causes this. So you'll see the left side of the screen here is darker, really. This part of the screen is a bit darker than the rest. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but the ghosting goes off this way, it goes off that way. This side of the screen is noticeably darker, and the reason for this is there's a bad resistor on the neck board. I believe it's R36, so it should be 270 ohms if I recall correctly, but yeah, I mean, you can see all of this up here, and yeah, down here. I mean, obviously you can see what's wrong here, but this whole section falls. So anything that's on there that has the text on there like that, it's just all, look at that. So yeah, let's take this off the tube, and I'll go ahead and show you what the issue is. All right, so we're here on the bench off the tube, if you will, and so what could possibly be causing this? Well, based off my repair logs, R36, this guy right in here, let's see if I can zoom in. This guy right here, R36, right next to the ground, if that goes out of tolerance, that will cause that ghosting effect. So I believe, if memory serves, should be 270 ohms, and also if my repair logs serve me well. So we'll go to R36 here on this spare board. I actually have, you know, a whole basket full of spare neck boards, and I just happen to have a Polo one here. So we can check R36 on this one here, and it reads 267. Now, if we read the one on our suspected bad neck board, we get open, completely open, no reading whatsoever. And there you go. Let's set this I gotta put this universal chassis out of the way. It's sitting on my soldering iron wire, so we'll put that over there. And we need to desolder this thing. And that goes here. It's my life, don't you forget. All right, that should get us out of here. Yep, and we'll just use the old cutters here to grab this and yank this out of here. There it is. So now we can read it out of circuit, and we get, make sure our leads are good. Yep, 0. Out of circuit, we read in the megohm. Look at that. 7 megohm, 6, 8, 9, 9 point. So we're reading in the megohms. So, yep, this sucker opened up, and in the garbage it's going to go. Actually, you know, let me hang on to it. Let me hang on to it. We'll put it over there. Now, we need to find ourselves a 270 ohm resistor replacement, which we can steal the one off of this neck board. And I don't have any idea what caused that to go bad, but because, I mean, just in the, there could have been some type of voltage spike on the ground, or because it hooks right to the same pad as the ground. The other side of this, no, it's not. Wait a minute. That's part of the G2. Is it? Yeah, the G2 wire connects right there. Am I wrong on that? Hang on, let's look here. Yeah, the G2 wire connects right here. This red wire is the G2 wire coming off the flyback, and that goes directly onto one. No, it doesn't. No, it does not even at all. What am I looking at here? That's connected to G1. I'm not 100% positive, but some type of spike of some kind obviously can take this out. So if you ever see that ghosting, this is what causes it. An open R36. So it helps if you remove the right resistor. You guys keep distracting me, you know, it's not my fault. It's your fault. First I put a cap in backwards on the last video. Now I can't seem to get the right resistor out of circuit because you guys keep distracting me. Stop it. It's not my fault. Okay? So don't blame me. I'll blame you. There we go. Okay. Now, out of circuit. It's going to be a bit high because it's still hot, I think, but 270 ohms. Come on. Yep, 264. Oh, it's a bit low, actually, because it's still hot, but all right, we'll transplant this sucker. I should have just got the tweezers out to begin with because I got to use them now anyway, but straighten these legs out and put this back in here. There we go, and solder this. I need to go through and clean all this flux off of here. I guess I forgot to do that last time I worked on this. So the other end of that resistor is tied to this black wire, which the black wire runs off of here to the somewhere over here in the horizontal circuit, but regardless. Okay, so now that that's replaced, let's check that. And we get 265. So, okay. Now, let's get this back on the tube and try it again. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that universal chassis. I'll hang on to it as a emergency or last resort, or maybe throw it up on the interweb for sale. I don't know, but it works and operates. But like I said, anytime a screen of one color or the other, like something's more red than blue or more green than red or something like that, it fades away or dims out because the color circuitry has capacitors that are insufficient, and it needs to be re-engineered. But what do you want for, you know, 95 bucks or however the hell much those things cost? So let me I'm going to clean this up before I put it back on. The bottom side of this thing is clean, so I'm going to clean the back of this neck board, and then we'll put it back on the tube and verify if R36 was our culprit. All right, back up and running, and I had the menu up just like it was last time. So if we look at the screen now with R36 replaced, no more ghosting. Everything looks exactly as it should. Looks like it's a bit too green, but turn it down slightly. But yeah, there you go. No more ghosting. So let's exit out of here. And nope, good to go. Doop. So, yep, that was it. Open R36. So if you ever have a problem where you have the ghosting on the image like that, or on the text, or whatever you want to describe it as, bad R36. So something just quick, down and dirty, and easy for you. I mean, I'm glad I have a list of repair logs and previous repairs and stuff, or otherwise that might have taken me a lot longer than 5 minutes to resolve. But there you go. So I do need to do a little bit of adjustment. Like I say, this is a brand new tube to this chassis. I haven't gone through and done all the color adjustments and stuff yet, but it's not going to stay on this tube either. I might put something different on, or a different Polo or something in the future, but regardless, that was the issue. So yeah, hopefully it helps people out there in the future. And if you have any comments or questions or whatnot, put that down below, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much.